What do you mean by that? Hey, this is Jared.
And I'm Genna, and this is...
What do you mean by that? It's a podcast about two performers that just happen to be married.
Oh,
I know, ain't that sweet?
so cute.
Well, today we decided to do a trivia day about musical theater.
Yeah, we've got some fun facts for you, some trivia that we're going to quiz each other on. And we found some lists that I have some theater fun facts. I actually found a Reddit thread that's like, what's your favorite musical theater lore that most people don't know? And Jared hasn't seen any of these, so I'm going to get his reaction in response to some of those. And maybe you guys haven't heard these before either. And then Jared, he has some trivia questions for me that I've not seen the answers to a lot of.
Yes, I do.
So we'll see. We'll see how I do. So you want me to kick it off? I have some theater lore to start with. So one of the ones that caught me by surprise when I was reading through this Reddit thread is that the controversial sequel to Phantom of the Opera, Love Never Dies. Have you ever seen Love Never Dies?
I haven't seen it in person. I haven't seen it bootleg fully, but I have seen some songs.
Oh, if you haven't seen it, the Australian bootleg or slime tutorial is on YouTube, and it's so good. I'm one of the weirdos that like it. But it almost didn't happen. Do you know why?
Because Ramin Karimloo almost said no?
No.
Why?
Even earlier than that. So when Andrew Lloyd Webber was writing it on his digital keyboard in his house, he had it saved and stored on his digital keyboard. And his cat jumped on the keyboard and nearly deleted all of it. Fortunately, he had a backup saved, but very nearly the entire score of Love Never Dies was almost completely gone.
Of course it'd be due to a cat. Of course Andrew Lloyd Webber would have a cat.
Yeah, he does seem like a cat person.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, I forgot. Whoops.
She looked at me so dead stare like, huh?
I'm going to do so good at this theater trivia.
Yeah, you are. Well, speaking of trivia, let's get to our first question, all right?
Okay.
What 2004 smash hit teen comedy movie opened as a musical on Broadway in spring 2018?
Teen comedy movie?
Yeah.
Spring of 2018. Oh, is it Mean Girls?
Yep, it's Mean Girls.
I like Mean Girls.
The Hollywood Reporter noted in its review that one character changed from an imperious arbiter of high school hotness to full-blown arch-villainous.
Regina George. I thought this little part of my Reddit thread that I had so much fun reading through last night, I thought this was really good. So did you know that after writing the hit musical Little Shop of Horrors, Howard Ashman and Alan Menken were approached by Disney to write the music for The Little Mermaid. They accepted and would go on to win an Oscar for it. They would also write and win many awards for Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. When writing Part of Your World for The Little Mermaid, they used a similar structure to Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors. So similar that guess what they started affectionately calling it?
What?
Somewhere That's Dry. I didn't know that. I'd never heard that before.
I didn't either. All right, what about There's No Business Like Show Business is a song written by Irving Berlin for what classic Broadway musical?
I don't know. I should know. I know the song, but I can't remember.
Oh, think about it for a second. What classic Broadway musical from Irving Berlin's time would be in like a show type atmosphere?
Is it Aiden Get Your Gun?
Yes, it is. Hey, look at that.
Yay.
Great job.
Thanks. Let me see. So did you know Les Mis? First of all, Les Mis, like, what would you say, like, most people, if they don't know anything about Les Mis, what do you think they would say about Les Mis?
Long, boring, bad. I'm just being honest. That's what most people would probably say if they don't know anything about it.
That's fair. And your first point was totally correct, that it is long. But it could be so much longer. And here's why.
Oh.
Les Mis is usually actually played several BPMs faster than it is written. When played as the written tempo, Les Mis runs about 3 hours and 20 minutes. They have to push the tempo because at 3 hours, the orchestra stops playing as their union rules prohibit shifts longer than 3 hours. If you've ever seen Les Mis in person, you may have seen that bows are done to a recording because the show has run long and the orchestra has packed up and left. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is.
I feel like
Pampered orchestra.
I feel like Broadway or like West End, like they've got to have it down to a science where that just doesn't happen. But I don't know.
What, did they don't pack up?
Like
Or
they have
do?
the timing just so down that the orchestra is never in the position to have to pack up and go home.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I've never thought about that. I mean, how much slower can Bring Him Home be though?
I don't know. Like I feel like I need to go in and listen to listen to Les Mis. I don't know what the written tempo is. Like, I mean, I guess.
So we're saying all those things back whenever they would slow down Hugh Jackman's voice from the movie. That was the actual tempo.
Yeah, his vibrato is actually like the metronome.
See, okay. Well, I never knew that. Were you saying that all the songs are at a faster tempo, or just some? Did it say select?
According to Reddit, it says that it is played at several BPMs faster than it is written. It doesn't say specific song, so I'm assuming it does mean the whole score, but that means some songs are really slow. But maybe some of the faster songs are just supposed to be slower. Like I'm thinking like Master of the House, Lovely Ladies, like some of those more up-tempo pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe Lovely Ladies is a ballad.
Well, do you know that a 2012 Adam Shankman movie adaptation of an 80s themed Broadway musical about aspiring singer falling in love with a bar employee shares its name with a 1983 Def Leppard song. What is that titular period? It's still rolling.
I have no idea. Do I know this one?
Yeah, you'll know the musical. Think about it.
Def Leppard?
Def Leppard. What do you think of whenever you think of Def Leppard?
I don't even know.
Like what genre of music?
Like rock?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be a big. That's gonna be a. You got the first word down.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Oh, okay. All right.
What about with songs like One and What I Did for Love? What classic 1970s musical centers around Broadway dancers?
A Chorus Line.
Yeah, there
Which
you
is
go.
crazy. You know, I've never seen Chorus Line.
Has anyone seen a chorus line?
I don't know.
I feel like almost no one, like everyone knows like the ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I know a lot about it, but I've never
Yeah.
seen. I've watched a great documentary about it, but I've never actually watched it. All right, so you're like this one as a Pokemon fan.
A Pokemon fan?
A Pokemon fan, like other than the acclaimed Pokemon musical.
Oh gosh.
Did you know Pokemon had anything to do with Broadway outside of that?
No.
Well, this is how it did. The Pokemon. Am I saying this right? Mewtwo.
Mewtwo?
I'm not a Pokemon person, sorry. But they were partly inspired by the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera, and especially by how the original Japanese Phantom portrayed him. And then, the original Japanese Phantom actually was Mewtwo's voice actor.
Whoa, what?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I thought that was really cool, even not being a Pokemon fan.
Wait, so you were saying that Mewtwo was he is inspired by Phantom?
Supposedly, he is inspired by the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera, so much so that the creators chose the Japanese Phantom to voice him.
That is
Isn't that
insane.
cool?
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, like, what does he really say other than Mewtwo?
I mean,
But like, that's cool. I mean,
would not
hey.
be the one to ask.
Well, what is the minimum number of seats that a venue in the theater district must have in order to be considered a Broadway theater, rather than off-Broadway?
I knew this at one point.
Do you know now?
Is it 500?
It is 500. Look at you.
I knew that. Wow. I'm so proud of myself.
All right. What Hollywood set 2016 film famously, well, I can't say that part. That's going to give it away. Hold up.
Oh, no.
What Hollywood set 2016 film will get the Broadway treatment in an upcoming live stage musical?
I don't know.
You really like this film.
Wait, read the first part to me one more time.
What Hollywood set 2016 film is going to be...
La La Land.
Is going to be La La Land.
Yes. How did I not? And, okay, if I don't get my Dreamcast, this is like throwing it back to, what was it, our first podcast episode?
Okay.
If I don't get my Dreamcast of Emma Stone just coming back and Andrew Garfield, and then they wind up together happily ever after, that's all I need from this Broadway. Like, they've both done Broadway. They can do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, why not? Yeah, because Emma Stone, did she do Chicago?
She did Cabaret.
Cabaret, that's right. I don't
Like,
know why I thought
Back in the
Chicago.
last Cabaret revival.
Yes.
Okay, did you know this Book of Mormon fun fact? Andrew Rannells raised the key of all of his songs as Elder Price during workshops to ensure that he kept the part, since it made the part more difficult for others. Supposedly.
Oh, dang.
He then complained about how hard Elder Price is to sing, and then this Reddit commenter added on, like, my guy, you literally did this to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I got some questions about that. I need to
Okay.
fact check this because he just had the power to raise all the songs in a workshop.
Yeah, I've wondered how that works.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of them, changing keys and stuff for actors where I've never been in the position where they can just change a key for me. But
Like, what if everyone hated
Broadway's
it? It's like, man, why is this guy, like, straining?
I
Like,
don't,
what if it made him sing it worse?
I don't know. And I mean, there are and have been other people out there who can do it.
Yeah, someone could have done it,
Yeah.
but it's just whether you get to that level. Interesting enough, you bring up Andrew Rannells, though, with
Oh, really?
Pokemon, because he played James from the Rocket League
Oh, that's right.
in the Pokemon musical.
This is just the secret Pokemon episode.
Yeah, he denies that he ever did this now.
That's
He did
crazy.
it. You can still find videos. Look it up on YouTube.
That's crazy. All right. I have a Come From Away fun fact.
Okay.
Now, so Come From Away is centered around like some of the lesser known stories surrounding 9/11, and a lot of them have to do with specific times throughout the day. We've all seen the timestamps of how all that went down, but Come From Away worked in a few Easter eggs with that. So if they have a performance on Broadway that starts at 7:30, if everything runs exactly on time throughout the performance, Beverly is singing the "at 8:46 there's been a terrorist action" line exactly at 8:46 in real life.
Oh,
Isn't that so cool that they wrote it in a way to do that?
that is really cool.
I
I
thought that was
love
neat.
I love whenever artists do stuff like that.
I know, it's so smart. I'll never be smart to come up with something like that. Can't do it.
Don't undersell yourself. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of an instrumental song from a musical theater show and see if Jenna can guess it.
Okay.
Let's see how fast you get it. I'm only gonna play a little bit of parts of this. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Waitress.
The song's called Waitress.
Oh, sorry. Make it work. Make it work. Oh, what bacon can do.
Yes, I thought I was like, if she goes through this whole song until she gets to those words, we're gonna be here for a bit.
I do love
All
that
right,
song.
what about this one?
Okay. Oh, it's Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay.
If I could tell her.
Yeah, nice.
I was not getting that for the longest. Like, if y'all could see my face, it was pure terror. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
That was a bit trickier with the opening.
Yeah. Was that an instrumental cover?
Yeah, all of these are instrumental.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about this one?
Dear Theodore.
Yeah, I knew she would get the Hamilton one. All right, last one for now.
Okay. Think of me.
Nice. Okay, hey, nice.
Think of me.
What else
See,
you got for us?
I'm good for this. Let's see. So, in My Fair Lady, there were chandeliers aplenty in the original set design of My Fair Lady, but on the finale of Act 1, there were 3. One night, after the show had been running for a while, they were lowered too far, and one of them hooked himself onto Rex Harrison's hairpiece. When the stage manager corrected the mistake and raised the chandeliers, Rex's hair went up with them.
Oh my gosh.
That's like a far, far back Broadway trivia.
Yeah, I would never have known that one.
And then, can you believe this? Picture Wicked, like the original OG Wicked,
Okay.
without Kristen Chenoweth. Can you do it? Like, who back then would have been a better Glinda than Kristen Chenoweth?
Nobody.
I don't think
Nobody.
so. But apparently, when she was offered to work on a new musical by Stephen Schwartz, she also received an offer to work on a new Sondheim piece. Can you imagine if she had chose Sondheim over Schwartz?
What Sondheim piece was it?
It doesn't explicitly say.
I think I've heard this before. I can't remember.
According to Reddit, it says, someone says by digging in the comments section of an Instagram post, it said that it was an ingenue role in a show called Bounce, which became Roadshow eventually. So it wasn't one of his more known pieces.
No.
But who knows? Maybe Can you imagine if she had turned down Wicked and taken that? Maybe that would have been the big hit.
Yeah, for
I
real.
have no idea. It's crazy how that works.
That is crazy. All right, I got another song for you here.
Oh dear. Oh, this one's hard because there's... Okay.
What is the more basic
This
answer?
is from Little Women,
Okay.
and it's astonishing.
Yes.
This is hard because there's multiple songs in that show that start with that same intro.
If you were a musical
Ooh.
theater anything in any sort of schooling program that anyone got to sing a song, about 15 girls would have sung this song.
Mm-hmm.
Astonishing. Oh my gosh.
If you were in any sort of like theater program, like high school going into college, and like, you know, at least like 5 theater girls used the quote, "I may be small, but I have giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun," as their like graduation senior quote. I am said girls.
Oh my gosh.
That was me.
All right, got another one for you.
Oh, Once Upon a December.
Nice.
From Anastasia.
Yeah, that's very
I really
distinct.
hope that as people are listening to this, that they're like playing along with me, and like if you beat me on any of these, let me know. Please.
Yes, leave
like,
a comment.
I want to know.
For my enjoyment, please tell me that you beat her on this. All right, I got another one for you.
Okay. Oh. For good. Not for good. Oh my gosh. It's Wicked. Did that really just
Possibly.
happen? Did I actually understood? Oh, When I Meet the Wizard. The Wizard and I. Oh my gosh.
When I Meet the Wizard.
Everything I was saying was like lyrics and a part of that song. Because even when I said for good.
I got it. When I Meet the Wizard.
Good, when I make it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. What about this one?
Oh. Home.
Yeah,
Beauty and the
nice.
Beast.
Nice.
I sung
nice.
that song. That's the only reason I would get that one so fast.
All right. What about there's a couple
I'm
here.
scared. I feel like you're
There's a
amping up to
couple here.
something.
Oh, what about this one?
Oh, it's from Matilda.
Yeah, you got that part.
Is it quiet?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're killing this.
The amount of anger I had at being too old to play Matilda when Matilda came up, and yes, I know that that's aging me a lot, but I was so mad that like I never even had the shot to play Matilda because it came out after I was already a teenager.
All right, what about this one? You'll probably know this one. I don't think I would.
Bring it on. Dear God up in heaven, a prayer for people.
What's it called?
Why am I blanking on what it's called?
I wouldn't have known it was even Bring It On.
Oh, I love this song. Killer Instinct.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Nice.
I have jammed to that song multiple times.
Oh
in
my
the car. It's
gosh.
very therapeutic. If you know that song, you know. It's a very
I do not
therapeutic
know
song.
All right, what else you got for us?
All right. So, okay. So, did you know in Hamilton there's a Last 5 Years reference? There's actually like a bajillion musical theater references in Hamilton.
Last 5 years one though? I don't think I did know that.
So, let me just read this because I don't want to get this wrong. Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda's little reference to the last 5 years at the end of Nobody Needs to Know. Like, Hamilton is stunning in its own right, but I love how it's shot through with references and nods to everything Lin-Manuel Miranda loves in music and musicals. Oh, but it doesn't say exactly what it is. I do know this, though.
Nobody needs to know, like from
he sings Nobody Needs to Know, like, at the end of the Reynolds pamphlet. Or, like,
whenever he cheats?
When Hamilton's, like, being ousted for, like, screwing up. He also, the line... And this is bleeped in the musical, so this is not me, like, about to curse. But the line, "Sit down, John, you fat," and then they bleep the next part.
Okay.
Is a reference to 7076.
Oh.
Yeah. And actually, like...
That makes sense.
Lin-Manuel Miranda called Jason Robert Brown personally to request permission to use that last 5 years reference because he has such a respect for Jason Robert Brown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's cool.
Yeah. They're buddies.
I
I don't know if they are or not. I imagine they're buddies.
All right, I got another song for you.
Okay. Dead Mom.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Another therapeutic song.
And
Me saying all these songs are therapeutic.
it's kind of scary, yeah.
Yeah.
How is that therapeutic?
It's just
Okay. Here we go.
That sounds really twisted. It's therapeutic to sing. It's a good like belting.
Yeah, it's a
get
very
it out there
big
song.
for sure. Okay, ready?
Yeah. World Burn
Yeah.
from Mean Girls. My name is Regina George.
Oh, is that the I am a massive deal?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's how that goes.
Oh, if this fact is true, like this, I love little things like this.
Okay.
So apparently in Les Mis, I'm going to go back to another Les Mis fun fact. If Jean Valjean is played by an understudy, when he holds up his parole papers, like in the big part where he's like 24601 and he rips them up, if that role is being played by an understudy that night, the parole papers don't say 24601. Apparently, in some productions, they say 24602.
Are you serious?
Isn't that hilarious?
That is really funny.
I really hope, like, I want to see.
Is that true?
I don't know.
So this is whenever he like belts it. He's
yeah,
like,
surely
24602. That would suck to belt.
He doesn't sing it. It says it on his papers that he's like tearing up in the scene.
Oh, I see. But he still says.
But still,
24601.
I would say some productions you can probably see the numbers, or else like that's kind of the point.
It's like boy doesn't even know what number he was.
I don't. He knows. Let's see. Did I read the Little Mermaid one already?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Well, while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give a good musical recommendation to you guys. If you really just want to listen to a new musical you haven't, is Amazing Grace. It's very good. It has a pretty big names in it. And it has some incredible songs. So if you're ever looking for some MT pieces that are a little bit more on the not super classical, but like more classical musical theater side, and you just really want to get into a piece that's like very much like sailing open shores, such like that, I would listen to Truly Alive from the Amazing Grace album.
It's such a good song.
Yeah.
I really, really love that one. All right, let's see. Oh, I did know this one. So did you know that there is an extra song on the Hairspray soundtrack? Did you know that, this Easter egg?
The movie one or like the Broadway one?
The Broadway one, I believe.
Okay.
So it was originally a part of the show, but then they cut it before the Broadway run because it's a little controversial, and I'll tell you why.
Uh-oh.
So if you listen past the end of You Can't Stop the Beat, like just let it keep playing, there's a deleted song about drunk driving, and it's called Blood on the Pavement. But it is still, like, you can still find this. This is on Spotify, but it was their curtain or bow song. Supposedly, some productions use it, some don't. But it was cut officially before their Broadway run because it's
a lot.
It's a lot.
So,
it's a comedic, satirical, basically warning of saying, "Hey, we hope you've had fun at the show tonight. Get home safely."
Oh, okay.
But it's like within the
because
same
that's
tone.
controversial.
Well, it's controversial because the way it's sung, it's a very cheerful, upbeat, bouncy, like, don't do this because then you'll die.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the tone it's in. And so it rubbed some people the wrong way, and I think they cut it.
That's really weird. That's a really weird thing for Hairspray, especially because of how, like, the show ends. That just, like, seems like a random thing to add on.
It did seem like an odd choice, and I can see why they cut it, but it's also, like, just for your little nugget of musical theater history knowledge, it's worth going and listening to just so you know what it is.
So I'm guessing, I mean, my first initial thought whenever you say controversial was like I was like, that shouldn't be, nobody should drink and drive. I'm guessing it's for like people who have been victims of that and everyone's like making a joke of it.
Yeah, because it's just a little bit more lighthearted than it should probably be for such a serious warning.
Yeah, for real.
I would say.
Well, if you like this episode, there's a little bit different, just some trivia questions and some playing the games. Hopefully you played along at home. Leave a comment down below and just let us know what you want to hear next.
Yeah, and let us know if you already knew any of these stories or what your favorite little piece of Broadway musical theater lore is. I love reading stuff like this.
Yes, it'd be great. Go out and check us out on Instagram at Jared and Genna.
Yep. That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.